All right. Sorry, I fell asleep earlier. It's like 3:20 in the morning, and I'm gonna try to roll some. I might have to split this video up, but essentially what I do is I roll my roster like 3, 4 times a day. So usually it works pretty good after midnight, works good around noon, works good around 6 o'clock, and then right before refresh again, I'll try to re roll again. So again, I just woke up at 3:30 in the morning, so my voice sounds weird, but most people like look at their roster and be like, let's start here and go down, or let's start way down here. Gotta get a lot of fighters and work up. So I normally do start kind of down here, and I'm gonna be sporadic about this. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to see what's popping up here. So that that's what sucks right there, right? So I'm gonna select that. Normally, if that happens, I'll be done rolling. I'll put the phone down. I won't roll again until noon. That happens, but it doesn't happen a lot where your first roll is a high roll. That just one just sucked. So if I just go through here, you're going to see there's not going to be another high roll. It's just not going to happen. So there's no need continuing to roll because you know it's not going to roll high again. So, all right, that sometimes is an indicator, but this time I don't think it is. We're going to go back to very low basic rolls after that. See, back to 8% crap. A lot of times what I'll do is if I know my fighter's already stacked, I don't need to roll it. I won't roll it because I don't want to waste a good roll. And again, it's going to stay at 8%, probably that, and just be dumb. Right? 1, 8, 1, 8. And start seeing a pattern. Again, 1, 8. 1, 8, 8, 8. That's a pattern. So I'm going to stop normally. I'm gonna press my luck for this video's sake, but you see that pattern show up. Back to a rare. Something might be coming good, depends on what comes next. Crap. And it's probably all because the first roll was that epic. So again, what I'm telling you to do is don't do what I'm doing now. So you see I just rolled a bunch of garbage. At this point, normally I'm going to stop a roll, right? Pretend like now it's noon. I'm not going to start back down here again. There's no sense in that. So what I usually do is I pick somebody that I don't really need a roll on. So it's noon tomorrow. I'm like, oh, great, all this defense. It's going to be garbage again tonight, but if you start seeing a pattern appear, and you haven't seen an epic before here, of a bunch of ones in a row or a bunch of eights in a row, again, you got to pretend that this is tomorrow. So it's just garbage. There's not really a pattern there. It's just garbage stuff. So roll 8, 10. Don't see nothing. Put it down. Be done. Now fast forward again. Now it's 6 o'clock at night. Well, where am I going to start, right? Where did it leave off, right? Oh, somewhere in here. Already rolled, already rolled, already rolled, already rolled, already rolled, already rolled, already rolled. All right. So again, now we're talking about the third roll. Oh, tired. All right. So you see that pattern. Every time I stop and I move roster, about the third or fourth one is a rare, but not an epic. I'm actually going to take that one because like crit damage, and he's already stacked with other stuff. Back to garbage. Does everybody see the pattern appear? It happens like this all the time for me. So what happens is I can start to predict when I honestly believe there's going to be a rare roll. All right. So usually, like right now, if this is my third roll of the day and I haven't seen an epic, and I see that 1 1 8 8 1 8, I'm ready for something good to come. So what I'll do is I'll stop at a 1 or an 8. So there's that other pattern, rare. So now we're gonna have like 4 or 5, 6 lows. Honestly, it looks like it goes between 1% something and usually 8 crit resist, block, whatever. So at this point, something good's coming. See how that rare came? So now what I normally do is I'll go to my high threat roster. These are the people I want to throw an epic on, right? I'm never going to start with the actual dude that I wanted to or the girl I wanted to, but where did I leave off here, right? We started like Captain Cold or something. Ugh, tired. So here's my grid, right? He doesn't need it that much resist, so we're gonna re-roll an epic to see what happens. Again, pattern. And again, I want to make it clear, you shouldn't roll all these at once. I'm doing what I say you shouldn't do, just to prove a point that probably now nothing's gonna come up, but like I said earlier, I'm gonna press my luck just so I can go back to bed. So we've done a lot of roll. You see that? We switched where we were, and what happens? You see a pattern. But in this case, since we got that first roll off the bat, I don't think anything good's coming up. And again, don't do what I'm doing. Stop. Put it down. You'll have better chances later. If you roll all at once, pretty much I'm going to get hosed the rest of this. And this is what most people do, is they just sit here and go, oh, it's going to come, it's going to come. And then it never comes. Again, pattern. It's telling you now it's not going to happen. If for some reason you see a pattern while you're rolling your highs, you're getting frustrated, you're on your last rolls for the day. There's that pattern again. Right now, like, I want this guy to have an epic up here. I'm not where I'm at now, but I'm at 6 o'clock or 11 o'clock tomorrow or something like that. I'm going to keep rolling him. This is truly what usually happens. If I keep rolling him, bam, there you go. That's how you pick. In this case, I'm going to take this because I'm going to then re-roll his gear since I got such a high roll defense. But you're essentially just done. I don't care what you do over here. There's no way it's going to happen again. But I'll show you. You're back to lows, which is probably what most you guys do. Oh, I never get it. It's so hard getting an epic. It's just going to be garbage. So you get a better chance at this whole thing if you split it up. Watch further what I showed you with those trends. So I'm done. Good night.